Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Northern Ireland exists in a delicate equilibrium, which is why the SDLP campaigned against Brexit and then sought solutions that would avoid a barrier in either direction. And it is a tragic fact that those solutions were rejected forcefully, including by many debating this afternoon. The SDLP anticipated and hears and deeply regrets the feelings of frustration and abandonment that some voters, including those who will have signed this afternoon's petition, feel. It's important that Northern Ireland's voice is heard. It's important that voices from all communities are heard, but it is equally important that elected representatives listen to all voices, that they're honest and that they bring forward solutions which are real. The mainstream of Northern Irish opinion was largely missing or misrepresented in this House in the years following the Brexit referendum, and DUP MPs in particular have taken an a la carte approach to consent and consensus in democracy. They ignored businesses, they ignored consent for devolved assemblies, they ignored the need for a transition period, they ignored parliamentary scrutiny, they ignored and indeed fought tooth and nail the very Good Friday Agreement they now selectively quote. And we weren't hearing then about consent or consensus. We were only hearing rallying cries for the hardest possible form of Brexit and dismissal for any concerns about the impact on trade or community cohesion. There is no doubting the anxiety and the emotional injury to those who feel their Britishness or unionism is being undermined, but those anxieties are being manipulated and intensified by political representatives who are focused more on deflecting blame than on finding answers. I also want to address any notion that divergence is a constitutional outrage, as my honourable friend from Foyle pointed out, at the DUP's behest and indeed insistence. Northern Ireland diverges on issues like same-sex marriage, electoral law, transparency, donations, licensing law, blasphemy and RHI tariffs, and those representatives need to answer why divergence hasn't been a problem when it comes to curbing the freedoms of those the DUP disapprove of, or when it comes from financial free-for-alls. And Mr. Speaker, I want to address the impression being given about the scale of disruption, and previous members have outlined a more realistic and sensible impact of the disruption. Certainly there has been disruption. You don't end a 50-year trading relationship without that, and many people will notice differences from the 31st of December, but it is worth reminding members that fewer than one business in five supports tearing up the protocol. The SDLP, like other good faith actors, is seeking to work through the challenges of the protocol and in time to realise the opportunities that exist, being at the hinge of the UK and the EU markets. Otherwise are only offering binary choices and continued political instability. People in Northern Ireland have had decades of that, and they deserve much more than the politics of escalation and the quick fix. Thank you.
Thank you.